Hello everyone, welcome back to this Microsoft Excel tutorial journey with me on my Knowledge Factor YouTube channel. This is the 82nd session, and so we have seen a few different types of data validation inside of Excel. We have seen a list, little pick list, drop down list that the user can choose from. We did that on the make column, right? We did that decimal range value in the rate column as well, right? So the users have to and put a value between the 1495 and 3995. We did that one on the rate column. Now we saw that if you put something in there and doesn't fall within the criteria of the validation, you get an error message, right? We did that. We saw that on the rate. Let's take a look at the make. Just to remind us, I dropped down in cell B21. I typed something in, maybe I misspelled something, let's say FRD instead of Ford, right? I'll hit my enter key and oops, the value doesn't match the validation restriction defined in the cell, right? Nice little error message that's generated by the data validation command. Now that's nice error message, but I don't think it's very descriptive. It's not very user friendly. It really doesn't tell me what I did wrong, at least directly. A little more indirect, I guess, not intuitive. So what I want to do here is customize the error message that's presented when you put something that's incorrect into a column that has data validation on it. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel here, and I'll get rid of that value, and I'm going to go ahead and highlight the cell that I want to modify. So I'm going to select cell B4, shift key, and B30. That's the range that I applied this to before. You want to select your exact same range. I'm going to go back up to my data tab, data validation, and data validation command. Now earlier we were messing with the setting tab, and that's great. That's where you set up your criteria for your data validation. But right next door we get two other tabs. Let's jump over the third tab called error alert. I'll give that a click. Now here we get to customize that error message, and this is pretty neat. You get a little bit more descriptive, a little more user friendly, right? Let the users know what they need to do in order to fix the issue. So the first thing we see here is a little drop down in style. Now this is actually two things that deal with the data validation box that opens up on your screen. Once it's an icon here, and so I click on the drop down, and there are three options there, and you can see that there are different icons that present themselves, right? So but it's not only an icon, it's also the buttons that the user can click on once they get the error. You'll recall that by default it was stop, and it was a great it was a little X, and they got a retry and a cancel button. They had to put something in there that was valid. They could not say no, you know what, I want that value, please continue. It was either retry or cancel. You cannot put anything else. It should be inside of that list. So that was it. Now the other option here, you get a warning. Take a look at this. If I do a warning, I'm going to give this a little box a title. I'm just going to call it car make. And if I say the error message, I might say something like you must pick a value. You must pick a value from the drop down menu, right? Alright, there's my custom error message, and I'm using a warning that has the little triangle with the explanation mark. I'll hit OK. So now if I hop into B column, to make column, and I put something in here that does not exist, maybe Porsche, I'll hit enter key, and here's my little message. But remember, this one was a warning. This one you must pick a value from the drop down menu, but then they have an option to continue. I can say yes, no, I want Porsche in there. I can say no, or I can say cancel. So in this case, it's validating the data, but it allows the user to still press forward with that incorrect value. I'm going to cancel out here. Again, I'm going to re-highlight those values again, B4 to B30, back to the data tab, data validation, data validation. I'm going to change it. I'm going to do a stop, and they have to pick something from the drop down menu, nothing else. I don't want anything else on this list, so I'll hit OK, and I put something else in here. Let's say Honda. Hit my enter key, and hey, you must pick a value from the drop down menu. All right, you got retry and cancel. They have to pick a valid value. So try this out, customizing the error message. We want to be as direct, as short and direct to the point. Let the user know what they did wrong, how they can fix it, right? And give them some good text there, and let's be nice to the users as well. So try this out. Thanks for watching this tutorial, and as I always say, if you really liked it and enjoying this journey, then please do like, share and subscribe my channel, and also press the bell icon to get the latest content update on this channel. Alright then, we'll meet up in the next session. In case you have any questions, any concerns, then do let me know in the comment section of this video. So see you in the next session. Till then, stay safe, have a great life, and take very good care of yourself.